Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic of discussion will be the VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP formulas in Excel. Stay tuned. VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is a function in Excel that searches for a value in a table and returns a corresponding value from another column in the same row. It stands for vertical lookup. How it works? VLOOKUP formula searches for a value in the first column of a table. It returns a corresponding value from a specified column in the same row, and the value returned is based on specific criteria. The structure of VLOOKUP formula is shown here. In this formula, we need to feed four parameter values. That means 4 values you have to enter, such as lookup value, table array, column index number, and range lookup. Now, this explanation might be little confusing, but within the next few minutes, we will demonstrate the application of this formula using an Excel datasheet, ensuring a clear understanding of the concept. Before starting the practical application in Excel dataset, first find out what are the uses of VLOOKUP formula. This is used to find related information in a spreadsheet. VLOOKUP helps to look up a price of an item by its part number, not the whole. That is very important. To find an employee name based on their ID, to extract data from spreadsheet for business decision, to join two pieces of information together. Now let us come to HLOOKUP definition. So in HLOOKUP, there is nothing difference. Only the vertical will be changed into horizontal. So let's just find out the definition once. HLOOKUP or horizontal lookup is a built-in Excel function like vertical lookup that searches for a value in a table's top row and returns a value from a specified row in the same column. So what is the difference? HLOOKUP searches for values in rows and VLOOKUP searches for values in column. That is the difference. Let's try it in practical with Excel dataset. This Excel sheet, we can see two datasets. In the right hand side, we can see grading systems, and on the left hand side, we can see a huge dataset with students' names, and there is a blank column. So what is our target? From the dataset which is placed in the right hand side, that is the grade, that dataset, from there we pick up the comment according to the grade achieved by the students and fill it up. And that we do using the VLOOKUP formula. And obviously in Excel we are not going to type the Excel formula again and again. We type it only once, that is only for the first row, only for the student Sanskrit Jaiswal, and then we copy the formula for all the rows and it will be generated in minutes. So let us try. So we place the cell pointer here. Now Excel formula, so that has to be started with equal sign. Then we type the formula VLOOKUP. It is coming, we can click on it, double click on it, or we type it VLOOKUP, and for all Excel inbuilt functions there should be a starting round bracket, and then you have to mention the parameters it requires, and then you have to close the bracket. So within parentheses the parameters comes, and we had already seen that there are 4 parameters, that means 4 values we have to place in. So once I type this round bracket, I can see the parameters. The tooltip is coming where the required parameters are mentioned. That means here 4 parameters I have to enter, and they are separated with comma. So the first is lookup value. Lookup value means the value which we are looking for. That means the grade of Sanskrit Jaiswal. Okay, before starting this particular VLOOKUP formula, before applying it here, let us just see the definition of lookup value and other parameters. So if I click on insert function fx, or from formula this insert function, and if I type here VLOOKUP and then look for it by pressing go or press enter key, anything, then VLOOKUP, this function is coming over here and the definition is coming. Looks for the value in the leftmost column of a table and then returns a value in the same row from a column you specify. By default, the table must be sorted in an ascending order. Okay, then if I click on OK, then I can see the definition of all the 4 parameters. What is lookup value? Lookup value is the value to be found in the first column of the table and can be a value, a reference, or a text string. Fine. Next is table array. Table array is what? It is a table of text, numbers, or logical values in which data is retrieved. That means that table from where we are going to pick up the value. That is the table array. Next is column index number. This is the column number in the table array, not otherwise, from which the matching value should be returned. The first column of the value in the table is column 1. The last parameter, which is called range lookup, this is a logical value. That means either 0 or 1, or it can be written true or false. So if it is true, then actually it is a true for partial match, and for exact match false to be mentioned. Okay, so now let's try this formula. So since we are going to place use our formula in this particular cell location, that is D2, so let us point our cell pointer in D2 and let us start with that formula equal to VLOOKUP. Then start the bracket, lookup value. So now I hope it is clear to you. Lookup value means which value we are looking up, and then accordingly we get the result over here. So obviously we are finding Sanskriti's comment based on her achieved grade in the examination. So this is A1, so we click on this. So for the next student like Disha, it will be her that is also A1. For Aditi, it is A1, Mariam B2, and so on. Then we place this delimiter, comma, then comes table array. Now we have to get the comment from this right hand side, this table. So now for the table array, we select from here to here so that we get the cell ranges G2 to H11. We can type it also, but I have preferred to just to select this location by click and drag. So automatically it comes correctly. Now the most important part is this particular table that will remain fixed for all the rows, all the students. So it should not change if I copy the formula vertically or horizontally. So here I have to use absolute cell reference. So in the first case, first part, the first parameter, that is declared as relative cell reference because this will be changing as we copy the formula downwards. Like C2 will be, then C2 will be C3, then C4, so on. But this particular table has to be constant. So what we do? We have to change it to absolute cell reference. So after selecting the shortcut way to get that symbols, dollar symbol, so select it and press F4 from the keyboard. Otherwise, we can just type $G, $2, and H11 we can convert $H, $11. Now the third parameter, column index number. So this is also from this table array. From the definition we have seen that. So in this particular table array, grade is column number 1, comment is column number 2. So here we are going to type 2 and then comma. Now clearly it is showing true means approximate match and false is exact match. So we go for exact match. So we double click on it or we can type, I'm double clicking, it comes, and then close the bracket and enter. Now if we copy the formula by with the fill handle by double clicking or dragging, whatever you prefer. So we can see the result is coming and the result is correct. So here you can see for the next student Disha, okay, look at the formula. So this particular first parameter C2 has changed to C3, but this has been cost constant as we wanted, and then column 2 and then false. So this is actually all about VLOOKUP, and this is the simplest example. We'll also try this formula with little complications, but before that let us try the same thing on with the formula HLOOKUP, where just vertical will be changed into horizontal and there is no such difference. So let's come to the next sheet of my Excel file, and here I had also entered few records of students, and here I have the table, grade table is like this, and connotation is to be printed over here with HLOOKUP formula. So here actually we are going to do horizontally in a particular row. So here we need in place of VLOOKUP HLOOKUP formula. This is also simple. So start with equal symbol HLOOKUP, and then we start the parenthesis, this round bracket, then we click on the lookup value, that is this particular cell B3, and then comma, then the table array is the grade table, and then we have to make it constant. That means we have to use the absolute cell reference by pressing F4, or you can type dollar symbols also. So it has come A7 to F8 dollar with dollar symbols. Then row index number, here also grade is the row 1 of that particular table, and connotation is row 2, so 2 and then false. And then close the bracket, press enter, and the result is in front of you. Now if you copy the formula by dragging or just on the fill handle, place your mouse pointer, double click, then it will come. So HLOOKUP also we have understood. Now one interesting example I'll show you, and here also I'll be using HLOOKUP formula. For this particular example, I kept the table array. That means the STD code of some few cities of India are mentioned over here, and in another sheet customer names and their numbers, their phone number is recorded. Now looking at the phone number, based on the phone number, based on the STD code of that number, the state will be printed over here. And here I have taken only 12 customers name, but if you use in practical field, there will be lot many records, and you can relate and you can use VLOOKUP. So in this case, we are going to interlink two worksheets also, and our result is going to come here. So we are going to type the formula here, but we are going to take the table array from here. So let us try. And one more thing I want to tell, that I have renamed these sheets from here. You may not change it also. I have renamed it with, you can rename it also. So sheet 3 I have changed to STD code, and sheet 4 I have changed to customer names. So from which sheet we are picking up the data and where we are printing, so we have to be very, very careful. We have to check the formula, and then finally we have to press enter button or run the formula. So let's start. So here we type equal sign VLOOKUP. Now we open the bracket. Now lookup value is what? This phone number. But is it actually, is this the lookup value or only the 3 digits? Let's just see once more. Let's go to the STD code. Here we can see only the first 3 digits we have to check from the, so we are checking part of the value, not the whole. So we then here lookup value we will be taking from here, but we will cut out one portion. That means leftmost portion of that particular phone number. So if you want to truncate leftmost part, left 3 digits or left 3 characters or letters, or right 3 digits or right 3 characters or letters, there are formula. You can click on the formula bar, and if you click on text, there are lot many formulas. One by one you can see the definitions, and you can find out how you can truncate mid portion of a word or sentence, or the left portion or right portion. So we'll be using left this particular formula. So let me just show you here. Equal to left, bracket open. If I click on this, and then what is saying, left text, comma, number of character, that is 3. Here actually this 022 is converted into text. If you have to convert this into again value, like it is coming, you see 022, but if you have to convert this into into not a text, not, if you want to convert it into value, then you have to also press it, you have to also use another function which is available in text also. As I said, you can check out the formulas under this text formula, value and text. So then this particular 022, which actually looks like a value, but actually it is text right now, but you can convert it into value. So this is the formula. You can check out, this is the formula to truncate first 3 digits of the phone number, and then that particular number you convert it into value. But in our case, this is this particular 3 digits, we don't have to convert it into value because all these are text type. We have converted into text type, so we don't convert it into value. So when we mention the lookup value, we just use this left and then this particular cell reference and only first three digits or 3 characters. Then our lookup value will be mentioned correctly. So this is the way we do it here. Now the table array. Here we can see table array is missing in this particular worksheet, but it is in the different worksheet. So we can type with the sheet name and the cell addresses. Otherwise, if you don't want to type, if you want to do it faster, click on this particular sheet and then select the table array. Select from A1 to B9 and then make it absolute cell reference by pressing F4 key from the keyboard. And here after this, you don't need to come back to this particular sheet customer names. You see here when I have selected this table row, here along with the table row, the name of the sheet is also coming. So that you have to see that it is coming correctly or not. Now if you click on customer names, this particular sheet name will be changed, so you have to retype it. Otherwise you remain here and you go for the next parameter, comma, column index number 2. Although we are typing the formula here, but the result will be coming in that customer name sheet, and then false. And you close the bracket, press enter. You see the result is coming, Mumbai. Now if you drag this particular fill handle to copy the formula, so you can see the result is in front of you. So this is all about VLOOKUP and HLOOKUP. If you have any queries, you can put on the comment below, and please like and subscribe my channel. And if you have any other query, you can also contact me. Thank you for watching.